Now Jacob lifted his feet and went to the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field. And behold, 3 flocks of sheep lying beside it, because from that well they would water the flocks. And a huge rock was upon the mouth of the well. Now, the rock that covered the well was so huge that it took a collective effort to roll it away so the sheep could drink. Okay, that's a clue to where we're going. And a huge rock was upon the mouth of the well, and all the flocks would gather there, and they would roll the rock off the mouth of the well and water the sheep. And then they would return the rock unto the mouth of the well to its place. Verses 4. And Jacob said to them, My brothers, where are you from? And they said, We are from Haran. And he said to them, Do you know Laban, the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. And he said to them, Are things going well with him? When you look at this question in the Hebrew, it's quite unique, because the word used for well is the word shalom. If I should ask you, so I'm going to explain from the Hebrew perspective, Hebraic perspective, verses 6, what Jacob was asking. If I should ask you what shalom is, you would give me a popular translation as in peace. Yes, shalom means peace, but that is a popular translation. It actually comes from the root shalem, which means complete. So shalom literally would mean completeness. I repeat that. Shalom means peace. Yes, it does. It comes from the root shalem, which means complete. So technically, strictly, shalom will mean completeness. The Hebrew word for peace, shalom, is derived from a root denoting wholeness or completeness. So shalom is bound up with the notion of shlemut, perfection, completeness, wholeness. I'm not sticking to that popular translation. I'm looking at the root, and I'm letting the root define the word to me, because it's critical. So put that in your spirit. When Jacob asked these strangers that he referred to as brothers, are things going well with Laban? He's pretty much asking, is he shalom? Is there shlemut, perfection, completeness in the house of Laban? Why would he ask this question? Remember, he is sent to look for a wife. He is looking for completeness, for perfection, for wholeness. Let me pause here and say this. The word Adam is a male and female pair. The male and female makes an Adam. A male by himself is not an Adam. That is very important. So he's asking, is there shlemut? Is there perfection? Is there completeness in the house of Laban? Genesis 29:6. I'm translating it strictly. Sticking very close to the ancient text. Okay? What was their response? And he said to them, are things going well with him? And they said, things are going well. Yes, there is completeness. There is shlemut in Laban's house. And they said, behold. Behold means see, means you pointed to something. And they point to Rachel. So picture this. Remember, when you go through the Torah, most people, Moshe met his wife at the well. Rebecca, when Eliezer was sent by Abraham to go look for a wife, he came to the well. Okay. So the well plays a key role when it comes to marriage in the Torah. There's a reason why we're not talking about marriage, but when we do sometime, I explain to you why the well is so important. So he comes to a well and he finds some people sitting down. He's come in search of completeness. He's come in search of a wife. And he asks, is there completeness? Is there shlemut in the house of Laban? And they said, yes, there is shlemut. There is completeness. Behold, see. And they turn and they point to Rachel. Now he's going to do something. Verse 7, and he said, the day is yet long. It is not the time to take in the livestock. Water the sheep and go pasture. He's like, wait a second. It's still afternoon. What are you doing here, laying in the grass, just wasting time, passing, letting time pass? Go on. Water the sheep and go pasture. And they're going to tell him something. We cannot do that. Who is talking here? This is Jacob. I want you to picture him as Israel. This is Jacob, the father of the nation that is going to be built going forward from here. He says, water the sheep and go pasture. And they said, we cannot do that until all the flocks are gathered together. And they will roll the rock of the mouth. Who is the day? The sheep need to gather for them to drink from this well. There is a collective effort rolling away the stone. This is what they are telling him. And we shall then water the sheep. While he was still talking with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep. I won't go into details on this. There's so much going on here. Rachel came with her father's sheep. The father here, when I go to the premise of the text, is not his father Laban, is his father the Most High. She came with her father's sheep. Laban's name is not mentioned there, but Laban's name is mentioned in verses 10. For she was a shepherdess. That is, she leads sheep. She tenders sheep. And it came to pass, when Yaakov saw Rahel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother. There's a reason why mother's brother is repeated here, but that's not the focus. That Jacob drew near and rolled the rock of the mouth of the well. Wait a second. This is a big rock that it took a lot of people to roll so that the sheep would drink. Where did Jacob get the energy to roll away the stones single-handedly? Let's go back. He's come looking for a wife, for completeness, for perfection. And he happens upon a group of people just chilling and waiting for Rachel to bring the sheep so that they can roll the stone so they can drink. Rachel is the leader. Look at the sheep as the nation of Israel. Okay. Jacob tells them, what are you wasting time for? We don't have time. The sun is still up. Water the sheep and go pasture. And they said, we can't do that. Why? Because there's a big stone in front of the rock. There's a big stone, in front of the well. We cannot drink from it. He says, okay, what's the reason? Well, we're waiting for Rachel to bring the sheep who need to drink from this well, and then would have to collectively roll away the stone. Jacob turns around and sees Rachel, and he gets an insight into what is going to happen in the future. The woman is in position, bringing the children of Yah, the sheep, to the well to drink. The well represents the Torah. They are coming back to the Torah. And when Yaakov sees that, he gets an insight that they cannot drink if the stone has not been rolled away. And from wherever the strength came, he single-handedly rolled away the stone. This is the assignment of the men, to roll away the stone the very moment that they've seen that the women are in position, bringing the next generation, the sheep, to come and drink. This is where we get our energy from. When the woman, Rachel, is in position. So Jacob drew near and rolled the rock off the mouth of the well single-handedly. Remember, there were people sitting there waiting for others to join to help roll the stone. But Jacob did that single-handedly because of this insight that he got. Because the text is given as a type and shadow of what the Messianic age is going to look like. How we are going to usher in the Messianic age. How this nation is going to work. The men get the energy when the groundwork has been done by the women. When the women are bringing the nation to come and drink from the Torah. That is why Jeremiah 31 tells us about Rachel weeping for her children. So says the Lord. Yeah, a voice is heard on high, lamentation, bitter weeping. Rachel weeping for her. Why is Rachel weeping? Because she was the one who brings the sheep, and they're taking the sheep into exile. She refuses to be comforted for her children, for they are not. The woman is weeping for the next generation. They are saying, give us a chance to stand in our position. And no one is listening because the man is busy on the street. And we see what happened. I don't have it here, but after he rolls away the stone, he kisses Rachel on the cheeks and he weeps. Is that what you show when you have found your wife? You weep it? It wasn't tears of joy. He's weeping because he's seeing what is going to happen in the future. He's weeping. It would take the woman to stand in the position before Jacob, that is the man, can roll away the stone.